Once again, this video was sponsored by Skillshare, the online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Do you want to learn 3D modeling for beginners so you can 3D print your own stuff? Do you want to completely wind it back to basics and just learn to draw and design? You can do that too. Or if you just want to take your gunpla and get the best possible photographs ever, all of this you can learn over on Skillshare. Skillshare does not have any ads and they're always adding new premium classes so you can go wherever your creativity takes you. I've said it over and over and over again. I highly recommend Dale McManus's short but sweet and very effective series on taking astounding photos using only your phone. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another review, and today I'm taking a look at a kit from one of the greatest high-grade lines around. That of course is high-grade Gundam The Origin, and this is the RTX 65 Guntank Early Type. I've been meaning to take a look at this kit for quite some time because this is incredibly unique. When it comes to gunpla kits, this mixes the cool, mechanical and almost prototype vibe of the Origin kits with one of the craziest Gundam units of all time, the Guntank. This is stripped away that purple, yellow and red of the classic design to give us something that's essentially more tank than gun. Actually, it's got plenty of those. But anyway, before that, we're going to talk a little bit about the build. Now, this is incredibly unique. If you've ever built any of the high-grade Gundam The Origin kits, you know just how good they are. Bandai put a lot of effort and a lot of new ideas into these, and they just look so technical. Like I mentioned before, kind of like prototypes that they are, yet at the same time a little bit more low-tech than what we would have seen in Mobile Suit Gundam and beyond. So this is a nice big solid build made out of a whole ton of parts. This doesn't take all that long, and at the same time it doesn't feel too gunpla-y in case you're looking for something that feels a little bit different with that same Bandai quality. When it comes to those big caterpillar tracks, or what are referred to as continuous tracks in the manual, these build up in a very unique way, and we've a lot of this same piece to attach onto this, which are these large discs. But once again, everything in here is easy to cut out, clean up, and make look fantastic. So the only things I did to this besides the simple out-of-box build is I did panel line it using some of the Gundam Marker Pour style panel liners, and I did use the absolutely phenomenal Gundam Marker EX Gundam Mecha Silver. This is a fantastic pen. I used it behind the visor, and it will always make your clear parts pop. In a way, they would not pop without this. It just sends the light back on through in a beautiful kind of way. And speaking of a beautiful kind of way, let's check out the aesthetics. So now jumping into the full 360-degree spin so you can see every angle of this kit for yourself. And I have to say, this thing right here is the amalgamation of a classic tank model kit mixed with some Gundam flair, served up Guntank style. If you like your mecha looking a little bit on the low-tech side with rivets, caterpillar tracks, machine guns, cannons, and definitely no over-the-top stylistic Gundam flair, this is as low-key and as low-tech as a Gundam mobile suit comes. We've got a lot of nice detailing on here, including the detailing on the cannons on the arms. We've got lots of vents round back. The hatch round front, once again, really highlights how low-tech this particular mecha is. I love this to bits. It's so not very Gundam while being Gundam-y at the same time. So jumping in a bit closer now to take a look, and I will mention, like I said before, I did panel line this kit, so that does bring out the detail a little more. There's a lot of nice detail on this kit that really does ask to be panel lined just so you can see it. But what would be even better with a kit like this is a little bit of weathering and maybe some battle damage. Like I did mention a couple of times already, I did chrome inside of the visor, so that is why it is shiny like that, but it is nice that we do have a clear part for using on said visor. When it comes to mold lines and seam lines, it's pretty much okay. The seam lines in this all kind of look like part of its armor, so you could give all of those a pass. I feel like it does suit the low-tech vibe of this particular kit. However, there are a few mold lines here and there on the surface that you may want to clean up. Definitely some that stand out, like these ones right here on the arms, and these killer ones that go up the entire length of those caterpillar tracks. So in here we do get a whole bunch of little stickers as well, which is usual for a Gundam The Origin kit. This one has quite a few, and let's go through the ones I've put on and the ones that I have not. These are sticker style decals, so that does mean when you do attach them on, you will be able to see the outline around them unless you do painstakingly cut out all of the individual bits of the detail. So I did use a couple for the sake of example, and what we've got in here is some unit numbers. I just used the A01, but we do have B01 through B04 and C01 through C04. Around the back then we've got a Federation logo, and on the chest we've got another couple of decals, but I will mention that central one there with the Federation logo, that doesn't actually fit where it's meant to, because the border on the sticker is large. But yeah, besides that, it is nice to get some stickers. And as for a bit of a size comparison, there it is side by side with the Origin version of the high-grade Gundam. Mildly altered, I might add, but that's what it would be like side by side with a standard size gunpla. So this right here is the part of the video where I usually do the accessories, but this is a kit that doesn't come with anything. We've got one of these left over on the runners, which is the backpack from around back, but besides that there is nothing for using with this, so let's take a look at the weaponry that comes attached. So first up on the arms, instead of your usual mecha manipulators, we've got 4 machine gun barrels, once again looking great and nicely detailed. If that isn't enough machine guns for you, we've also got a 3-barrel machine gun round there on the front, smoke launchers on either side of the torso unit. So finally then we've got the main event when it comes to the weapons on this kit, and those are the large caliber cannons up on the shoulders. These are extremely nice for one main reason, and that is when you do actually move these up and down like so, they pivot at the central aspect. Well, we do have a pair of actual moving pistons on here too, which gives it a really nice mechanical effect. That's pretty cool. So now jumping into the articulation and the build on this, and first off I will mention, as you'd expect from this little tank, it is built like a tank and super solid. I've had no issue whatsoever with anything kind of popping off or losing any poses, which is great. The head in here is on a single ball joint, so what this can do is mainly just look around, look up and down ever so slightly, but it is super smooth. At the shoulder then, the arm can rotate all the way around like so, raise up and down like that, full rotation just above the elbow. We've got a double jointed bend at the elbow. The quad machine gun hands right here, those can rotate like so, as well as flex and extend ever so slightly. The backpack here can move down and up like so. The waist on this is a ball joint, so it does what a ball joint does, side to side, back, forward, as well as that full rotation all the way around. The cockpit hatch can open up like so, which is a very nice touch. And to me, without a single doubt, the most awesome aspect of this particular kit when it comes to the articulation is the fact that you can pull out the continuous tracks on either side like so, and we have a joint inside of these. This is a double ball joint, or should I say, a section with a ball joint on both ends, so that does mean you get a whole lot of nice movement out of these. You can raise it up from behind like so to make it a little bit more dynamic, like it's trying to angle its body for some shots. You can lean it backwards. You can actually turn these to the side like this with a bit of a tilt to make it look like it's skidding into position or trying to hold on difficult terrain. Hell, you can even swing these out to be almost a pair of legs for some bipedal gun tank dominance. Honestly, this is a whole lot of fun and really brings a kit like this to the next level. So when it comes to the high-grade Guntank Early Type, this is one hell of a kit. It isn't really like anything else. It's a gun tank with a lot of nice modern technology popped into it, but with a real old-school, bulky, mass-produced prototype look. The cannons can be moved around very nicely with moving pistols. We've got some great articulation all around, including rotating machine guns in the arms and opening cockpit hatch. A very nice looking visor in there to make it look beautiful, and the coolest aspect is the way you can really angle those continuous tracks that it has instead of legs. An absolutely awesome kit. This is gold tier. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and helping out the channel. Make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews, and I'll be seeing you next time. As always, none of these videos would be possible without each and every one of you guys watching this video right now, and my special thanks to those who are helping out over on the channel memberships and on Patreon, including Gunpla UK Limited, or G59061, Joe Forsetti, Joseph Kukluk, Lauren Seahack, Global Frequency Studios, Van Fawn, Caleb Engelhart,